It's time once again to contact your local Farm Service Agency office about ARC and PLC election and enrollment for the 2022 crop year. This only applies to producers who have FSA farms that have base crop acres on them. Election and enrollment is open until March 15th. So if you haven't already made your appointment with your local FSA office, it's definitely time to go ahead and get that appointment made and have the conversation. A couple of key things to remember. The first is that these are risk management programs. They're there to help if something unforeseen happens in the market to bring down prices or affects the yield on your farms. They're very different programs and they protect against different kinds of risks. So if you're looking at the PLC program, that stands for price loss coverage, and it's designed to protect against a decline in the national average marketing price. This isn't your elevator price, this is the national average for your commodity. The agricultural risk coverage program actually has two options. The first is a county level program that looks at county level yields and an average and how your farm compares against that. The guarantees are based on the last 5 years of yields and then prices to determine a guaranteed revenue. And a payment is made whenever your revenue in your county falls below that guarantee. So again, this is a little bit different than the other risk management programs you might have in place, like crop insurance, which is very closely tied to your individual farm's production. Rather, these programs are more tied to county production and then national average prices. We have a few things going on in the market right now that makes this a little different decision than it has been in years past. The first is that prices are higher for most crops right now than they've been in 5 years. That means for our PLC program, we have currently prices that are well above the trigger prices, the reference prices for that program. However, you've got to change your thinking to that marketing year that's occurring. You need to think at least 12 months out on your price expectations and what you think the market is going to do when you're thinking about whether or not you need price risk management with PLC. Also, our drought conditions are affecting expectations on county yields. So when you're thinking about the possibility of ARC County, consider not just the fact of what prices are doing, but also what's happening with yields and yield expectations in your county, given our currently very dry conditions. But again, you got to think quite a ways out through that 2022 harvest and marketing year. The final thing I'll point out is that for the first time in quite a long time, we're actually in a market and yield conditions here in the state of Oklahoma that might actually lead us to consider ARC County very seriously since the first time since 2016-2017 time period. So take a moment to think about yield expectations in your county, price expectations nationally, and what that means specifically for your farm. Also think about it in terms of broader risk management planning. What else are you doing to protect your operation against risk, both for your crops and your livestock? Have those conversations with your crop insurance agent, your farm service agent, and your county educator to think about risk management options for your operation. More information is available on farmers.gov and on the OSU Extension website.